Bing! There. Alright. We are level 20. That's about the level of where we are going. So that sounds about right. It's not. Mauled on mine. Yes. Desert a map. Oh, actually.
Yes? If her information proves to be truthful, then she will live. If she is a deceiver sent to misdirect us, she will be left to die in the open desert.
Die!
Once again.
Oh. I finished that off so I don't have to eat anymore.
Move swiftly. Welcome.
Makarkan.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Quickly. I am of the Faridun. You know us, Tail Woman. We are your unwanted and forgotten. Some time ago, a foreign woman came to us and offered us the power to seize what was ours. We took her deal. We had no idea what it would cost us. When she finally brought us the beast, it was not the glorious power we'd been promised. It was horrifying. Those of us who did not want to make war, those of us who were afraid of the beast, Jaman-Ra sealed us in the mine when his dreadnought was complete. This madness must end. Some may call me a traitor, but I do not seek the destruction of my brethren. I seek their salvation. You need not trust me. You will see the truth of my information soon enough. I ask nothing of you, only that you do what you know is right. This corruption that plagues the land, I cannot bring myself to fully believe it's the reason for my people's sickening turn. I know that when the beast first came to us, when Jaman-Ra was raised from death, he quickly became covetous and prone to fits of rage. Soon that fervor gleamed in the eyes of those around him. You say it's his corruption, but I have not seen anything in my brothers and sisters that was not already there. Corruption may exist, yes, but it does not fully control. It only excuses. The Faridun are warring against the Marakets because they desire to do so. They have always wanted this conflict. They want to make those who abandoned us suffer.
Blah, blah.
Does it travel with you? I would tell you not to trust a mysterious stranger in black.
Hello, Pussy.
But that would make my own situation rather difficult.
Ah. There we go.
I cannot say I view the Maraket favorably, but there is no other power to which I can turn. Jaman-Ra is going mad, and I know that the Maraket will unite their scattered Akaras to confront him if the need is great enough. I believe that it is. The Maraket have no idea how great we number. We are larger than any one Akara by far, and my brothers and sisters hold a great bitterness, even before corruption came among us. Everything we do, from our garb to our food, is made opposite to the Maraket out of spite. I still feel some of that anger when I see them here, standing proud and colorful. Asala promises them a return to their glory days. But do they not have such glory now? I must pursue what I feel to be right. Asala might yet decide to have me put to death, or abandon me to the doom of the desert. I know these risks, but I had to try anyway. If you had seen the darkness rising in the hearts of my brothers and sisters, you would understand. I am not betraying them. I'm trying to save them from themselves.
We gotta go through all the lore.
Rihanna, the one you called a countess. Jaman-Ra has declared her our queen. She first came to us from the south and seemed sympathetic to our cause. She promised us power, the power to take back our lives. She left for Azomite lands, vowing to return with something that would resurrect our greatest hero, Jaman-Ra. With that hope dangled before us, the Faridun united for the first time since his death. We prepared, as she asked. We took the quarry. We began working on the dreadnought. I am ashamed to admit that I was a devout believer in the cause. Until the day she kept her promise. She did return. She did bring the power to resurrect Jaman-Ra. She brought the beast.
The beast.
The sight of that thing chilled my soul. Those of us who objected to its presence were forced to work, mining and finishing the dreadnought. By the time we were done, madness was already rife, and we were sealed in the mine to die for supposedly betraying our people.
Beast. Alright. Level 20. Let's head to the next area.
The Halani gates have been closed? This has not happened for generations.
The Halani gates are closed, and the Faradun hold them in defense of the beast. We will have to find another way.
Okay.
Right to the last.
Okay. Like,
The Halani gates are closed. Then Jaman-Ra must have succeeded in capturing them. He planned to close the gates to prevent the Maraket from interrupting his harvest. A siege from the front would be impossible now. But there is another way. An ancient passage lost to time. It was used by the traitor Balbala. I can show you where it is, if you will use it to stop Jaman-Ra.
yes, sudden cringe is pulled by the undead.
So, the outcasts have raised their new king from the grave, and he seeks to violate Deshar, to feed our honored dead to the beast. Such a transgression. Those vile dogs. Our city of the dead lies beyond the Halani gates. We should move to crush the Faradun immediately. Let us see if this defector's information is truthful. Infiltrate this supposed passage, find your way to the top of the gates without being detected, and then call for aid. I shall answer. For glory.
It must be hard for some to understand our older traditions.
But no, they're not. They're just they just have a bunch of old guys who haven't eaten enough. We're pulling the whole thing.
If you are traveling through Traitor's Passage, there is something I wish to ask of you. Did your Akara keep the tale of the traitor, Balbala? She is still sealed there, somewhere along the tunnel as an undying djinn. She served her sentence long ago, but knowledge of the location was lost. It is long past time to release her.
Okay.
Your Akara did not tell this tale. It is one of my favorites. Long ago, when Keth was the shining jewel of the Vastiri, and our trade routes were the envy of the known world, a weak-willed Sekema named Balbala betrayed her Akara for a promise of Welakath, a mythical elixir said to bestow great power. She led a band of foreign warriors through secret paths to the top of the Halani gates. Taken by surprise, the Akara was slain to the last woman. What was her reward? Not Welakath. The bandits put a spear through her gut in that very passage. A cautionary tale, yes. For her betrayal, the wise woman of that era enacted an ancient ritual, trapping Balbara's soul as a djinn for a sentence intended to be 1,000 years. It has been far more than 1,000 years. By Zarka's reckoning, at least 2 or 3. The stain of Balbala's betrayal has been lifted from her legacy, yet the knowledge of her prison was lost long ago.
Okay.
Warm nights.
Let's hold off on asking more things. I want to start doing something. Trail of corruption.
This passage is how the traitor betrayed her people. Now I explore its secrets.
Ah! Spiders!
I need more time.
All damage ignites, okay. Oh, we'll just kill him. I don't know if Incinerate is actually worth using as just a damage skill. I don't know really how much damage it does, so to speak, without the ignite. If it's better to just throw fireballs, but the idea I have with it is that it's going to knock back enemies, so we can keep them in our AoEs. And that's what we're gonna use it for, and less so for damage and more for just controlling enemies. So what I need now is the Rain of Fire. I can never remember what it's called, because there are so many games that use the same skills, but all of the games name them something slightly different. So in this game, it's not called Firewall, it's called Flame Wall. Oh, wait, that's one golem? And I'm looking for golems so we can make specters out of them until they add real golems. Having a huge spider could also be cool. Really depends if they have, because from what I understand, some enemies have abilities and stuff that they'll use if you summon them as specters. Fire is very, very laggy. Quake Golem. I'm hoping you can play minion builds more reliably now, as pretty much everything. Like, I know it looks like that, but I don't know if it is actually that in practice, right? Because, you know, playing like stone golems in PoE 1 is something I always wanted to try doing, but it's also kind of like, it's not really that interesting either way. Because the golems, they're not really very interesting in PoE 1. They just kind of stand back and shoot some stuff from a mile away. I played a fire golemancer once and it was super boring. But if you can have like one big golem among your other minions, that feels nice at least. And I did play a little bit of minions on Sauron, and when you do get the minions with active abilities, then it just feels like playing active abilities, you know? Now, if you hate that, then you're fucked, but if that's what you enjoy, like I do, then that's nice. Like, I got the skeleton sniper, and he just shoots poison gas, so, you know, I just put down some poison gas now and then. It just felt pretty good. And then you can, of course, combo with that if you want, but I didn't. I know there are some support gems you can put on Incinerate to make it like knock back enemies if you get stunned. But I would like to have like more defensive things on it, like you take less damage while you're channeling or something. You know what, let's try switching to Vulcan.
Orbala and the Sisters 5. Beautiful. Haunted machine.
Now it just needs to rebuild all the particles and shaders. Nah, it's super laggy on Vulcan too. There are just too many particles on fire spells.
The traitor Balbala has been sentenced to 1,000 years of suffering as a djinn,
bound in this place of her dishonor. Let no woman or man of Marikath blood enter her prison before her time is served.
I don't want... Uh-oh, magma armor, uh-oh. How does this work in this game? Don't explode on me, bro. Don't explode on me, bro. Does it even do anything? Probably only triggers on physical attacks. Or attacks. Ah, he just died. Okay. I like the defensive barrier you put. It's a nice trick. Which one are you referring to? I have frost armor on me. I also have the ring of fire, but it's not really defensive. And the other guy was a monster, if that's who you were referring to.
The traitor must be sealed within these doors.
The fire circle? Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything defensive. It literally only causes them to start burning. I kind of wish it slowed them a little bit or something like that, but it doesn't do anything of the sort. But you can do that. There are two other spells. There's ice wall, and there's like bone prison. Those work like that. You can encase enemies in ice or bone. Ah. No! Ah! The thing I don't like about Incinerate here is that... Actually, you know what? What is happening? Wait, what is actually happening?
Not yet.
I'm trying to force Incinerate to be like, I'm going to use this always, so I'm simply not going to bother using Incinerate on bosses, really. Maybe now and then, but... Let's use Amber Fusillade mainly on bosses. Because the problem with channeling skills is that it takes a while to charge up. And even then, it makes you slower. It's just a little bit clunky to use some bosses, really. But this guy is not dying very fast at all. We're holy shit, we're barely through this fight. Not even halfway. No! I do think Fire Mage is a little bit rough, but I am also forcing my builds. Like, if you just play Firebolt, it's a lot more stable. Firewall isn't really a main ability, unfortunately. What's the problem? But you don't have that many abilities to choose between right now. Like, I'm literally using all of the fire abilities that are available. So it is what it is. The bosses are very, very tanky. Which isn't a bad thing necessarily. Just depends, are they too tanky? But I don't really think so, necessarily. Ow, ow, ow. I think it's kind of okay for now. Plus, when they start adding more supports, support gems and more abilities, you might get slightly more power that way, and then things might be okay. And you might get better strategies sort of for like getting items and stuff like that. So I think that the difficulty is actually most likely fine.
You fought well, traitor.
Level 6 skill gem.
Enough already.
Am I carrying enough? I'm not so sure. There we go. Level 6. So what do we get now? Let's see, like I already have I have every single fire skill. So this is how you have to play fire. But you don't actually, at this point, you don't really have any real specialization in that sense. So you could just go arc here and just have arc as this is like my bossing ability, and I think you would do a lot better than I am, but I don't want to do that. Because like arc does 14 to 78 lightning damage, firebolt does a lot less. 18 to 27. That's my main ability. But I think it hits twice. I think the explosion also does damage. But I'm not sure, because if it didn't, this would be pathetic. But then again, it is a free spell, so it might be pathetic. Ember Fusillade, it says is my best DPS ability, but if it is at all, as in Path of Exile 1, then you can't trust this. Like, at all. And Solar Orb. See, here's what I'm worried about. I'm trying to play a non-ignite fire build, but it's like every single fire spell has ignites as though dealing this and that. So it's supposed to do like a lot of ignite damage. So am I just like doing tiny mini damage because the ignite aspect is just kind of getting clogged up, so to speak? But whatever. So if we want... Well, I like Firewall. I'm gonna keep mashing Flame Wall. Because I like it. But I do think it sucks. But it mostly, honestly, in my opinion, mostly sucks because it doesn't have any support gems. There are no support gems that work for it at all. Only increased fire level, and that is like a level 50 gem. Die, you fucking... Okay, it's rare. Oh yeah, we're full.
Quickly.
So, you released Balbala from her prison, and she fought well. Good. I'm sure you know what to do next.
Give me spirit.
Touch the barrier and ask her if your time away from the Maraketh has faded your knowledge of the tales. Take care.
Ah, you released Balbala, the traitor? Then it is your duty to redeem her soul by allowing her to serve as a mentor djinn during your dance with the Scorpion. This will not be a simple matter. The old ways are required. Speak to Arsala. The ancient trial is not far from here, and the caravan is duty-bound to carry you there.
Okay. Spiked club. That's an OP spiked club, but I'm not gonna save it. No, I don't want those. Oh, lightning. We should equip that no matter what. No, there was another one. Flask. Because I have really, really high fire res. But my lightning is quite bad. Now lightning is my highest one. Now we need cold. Oh. Keep the necklace. Albala's Baria. I think that's the Ascension. So we can probably become a Chronomancer now. If we finish that thing. Holy shit, the frame rate is insanely bad, dude. Is there like a bug report thing in-game? No. Unfortunate. I hate having to go through the forums to make bug reports. Lag!
Wall of flame!
I don't know if I'm even supposed to be in here still. I think so. Ascend the Traitor's Passage. That's here right now. There it is.
Dead Maraketh. The Faridan must infest this place.
Hold them back while gate.
What the fuck? This bitch gets to have a sword?
Reopen ancient gates of seven waters.
That's not fair at all. Jesus, the enemies are so fucking tanky.
Continue the assault. Slay them all.
Come on. You have to click on barrels and pots and shit to break them half the time. It's super silly.
I need more time. Weakling.
I can't break them with that. We have to break them with the solar orb. It's both. It's almost like both good and a bad thing. Because abilities in this game are. It's less like having a bunch of damage abilities. It's more like you have a bunch of abilities that like serve different purposes. So it's like you have one ability for breaking or stunning enemies, or one ability for taking advantage of enemies that are being stunned, and stuff like that. And because of that, I think that builds are more interesting, but it's also a little bit like it can also cause certain things to not be viable as well. Like Solar Orb, it doesn't really feel like it does much, because most of the point of Solar Orb is to either just ignite things, because that's what you can do with it. You can just guarantee an ignite, or it's for casting Flame Blast. Because I think Flame Blast in this game, in PoE 1, Flame Blast is like a targeted AoE that you channel up and then becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it explodes. But in this game, I think it's just an AoE around you, and then you can use Solar Orb to target it that way, right? So, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just use Solar Orb as just as like an AoE dot, kind of. And I don't know if that works in a way that actually will make sense within the context of the game. Because I also don't really have any abilities right now that are like armor breaking or stunning or whatever, which I think we might do next time we get a support gem. I might get like increased stun for Flame Bolt or something. We're just fighting a little mini boss here. Holy shit, this guy's insane. We're about to stun him. It is really difficult to take advantage of a stun though. Like they're barely stunned. Lots of stuff. We mostly just got like a couple of points. However, regarding what I said before, I also feel like it's because we have so few options within like one element, it can be a little bit difficult to actually solve all these problems, because like right now I don't have a stun. I don't have a stun, I don't have an armor break, I don't have anything that really takes advantage of any of that. I just kind of ignite and do damage. And that's something that I could probably do different if I was using all the elements. Because then we could do freezes and stuff on bosses, maybe. But, I don't want to do that. I don't really understand what stun is, either. In this game. Like, do I need to... Is it just damage? Or is it... like a percentage of their health that I need to do to get like a stun buildup, or what? Or from what I understand, physical and melee do more stun, so we'll naturally have very little stun. But if that's how it is, it might be prudent to put stun on Firebolt, maybe. And maybe we'll get a couple of stuns. Because the stuns are almost pathetic, but it is also a little bit of free damage, and it is a little bit of breathing room. Level up. More armor, more energy shield. We could also, but I don't really want to spend money on it. But we could try Living Bomb instead of Fireball, because I'm trying to play like a low cast speed, high damage build. And maybe if we give Living Bomb a cooldown or something, that could be cool. Because I still haven't put the damage cooldown on any ability. So in reality, I think I want to put that on the Solar Flare, or on the Solar Orb. But we haven't found any Gem Cutter orbs yet, so we only have 2 slots. I feel like we should be getting that soon. Like, I feel like at this point we should have 3 sockets on gems.
Noxious you are unworthy!
Alright, okay, so we got a guy here. This is a boss. Ouch, ouch. What is he doing?
Desert fire.
The Malekith will fall!
Oh, I was standing in his ability.
Unworthy!
What is he doing?
I
Oh.
shall dethrone you, Sekama, and leave you to the sand!
What is he doing?
I shall dethrone you, Sekama! Wrath for the king! The Malekith will fall!
Ah!
By my hand! I shall dethrone you, Sekama, and leave you to the sand!
What are you supposed to do there? Do I need to go below him or something? I think maybe.
For the king!
I'm like distracting myself.
The Malekith will fall! By my hand!
So I have a fire circle and he's showing like a little circle marker to get below him.
The Malekith will fall! By my hand!
Yeah, okay, it's around her.
Wrath for the king! I shall dethrone you, Sekama, and leave you to the sands!
Could record a few more lines. Because they get a little bit repetitive because the fights are so long.
By my hand! You are unworthy! The Malekith will fall! By my
Does he always do that after that chain?
Sekama, and leave you to the sands! The Malekith will fall!
No. He just does it sometimes.
My hand! Wrath
But I should be able to learn to see it. He reaches his hand up behind himself.
I shall dethrone you, Sekama!
There.
And leave you to the sand! I tried to seek peace, and the Sekamas disgraced
happening?
me. Left my corpse to rot in the sand. This time, we choose war!
Oh.
We shall finish this, but not today.
Make haste! We must not escape!
Mark my words, Jaman-Ra. I will return
Quickly!
you to death.
He conjures the very sands against us! This is no natural sandstorm. We must battle sorcery with sorcery. Let us return to the caravan and entreat Zarka's wisdom.
Alright.
The Countess has used corruption to resurrect Jaman-Ra, and they have escaped with the beast. Thankfully, we have some idea what the Faradin intend. We must reach Deshar as soon as possible. I am accustomed to others shivering and turning away when my gaze falls upon them. But I must confess, for once, the feeling is reversed. Although she is blind, I sometimes have the strangest notion that she is looking at me, even at night. It takes courage to go against one's people. I once faced a similar decision. There were men and women like me who believed themselves to be exceptional. And they were correct. Terribly, horribly correct. I cursed myself to a permanent exile from my own peers by betraying them. I was unlike mortals, but hated by immortals. I was alone.
Poor guy.
I would do it all again. And I still might.
Yeah, he is just Tyrell. He is Tyrell.
You have no idea how much restraint it requires to listen to tales of people and places I knew, yet not correct her. She's close. I shall grant her that. Often startlingly so. In certain details or sequences of events, but the spirit of what happened thousands of years ago, the essence of that life, it has been embellished. At other times, the stories convey only a pale shadow, and the true magnificence is lost. Or is it my memories that have drifted with time? I suppose we shall never know. Because those days are gone, never to return. All that I once loved has been dust hundreds of years longer than you have even been alive.
Fair enough.
Do whatever it takes.
Jaman-Ra can control the sands? Oh, this was not an ability he had in life. It must be born of corruption. There is something in the tales that could help us overcome such a power. It was said that the Horn of the Vastiri could control the winds. I believe the Horn's location has been lost to time, but perhaps it is possible that we can reconstruct it. We would have to retrace the steps of our greatest heroine, Orbala, on her final adventure. Speak to Asala. She knows the tale and where it might take us. Let her know how you wish to begin. Or you may seek my wisdom if you have further questions.
Level 7 skill gem! That means we finally get flammability. And we will engrave that instead of enfeeble. Here it's a small thing I think they should do. When you right click a skill, it opens up this, but it should also pick this up in the same thing. Nitpick, but nevertheless. Chaos Rest Shield, wow.
Careful, Story.
No, not now. I want to progress, not listen to shit. Right, we have flammability, and also down here. I wish we had the actual description of the skill down here, not just the mana cost. Flammability right now is minus 32 fire res. Hopefully that is actually a lot. But we also need support gems for that now.
Allow me to repay you for freeing me from my imprisonment. By my right as Jinn, I invite you to participate in the trial of the Sechemas. There I can earn my rest, and you may prove yourself worthy of the wisdom of the Marrakech.
The what now? Trial of the Sechemas. Yeah, let's go. Trial.
Winter Sekhema's challenge. I am right where I deserve to be.
The proving grounds for the sisterhood is complete. Though it broke many bones and some backs, the triumph is ours to behold. Zerok has been a most helpful aid. He came to us at Tel Jari, but now he is something more.
Now we'll see how much I hate this. I am a little bit worried because there are 2 trials to ascend, and I hate both of those leagues. So
I will serve. We have met in battle, but not in peace. I am Balbala, once a traitor, long a sorrowed prisoner. As Jinn here, I shall serve as your guide. Together, we shall prove ourselves worthy.
hits against you have 14% reduced critical damage bonus, increased maximum life.
I have had a great many years to think on my foolish choices, and now all I want is to earn my right to rest. This place was built to determine honor, to prove oneself worthy as a Sekema. Tradition allowed for 1 Dekara and 1 advisor. If I aid you here, and if you succeed, then my crimes will finally be forgiven. Then and only then may I join those that have gone before. I hardly know the woman I was before. I remember betraying my Akara, but the reasons why now feel petty and small. If I could go back, if I could speak to the woman I was, I would tell her what a fool she was being. Would she listen? Probably not. The mistakes we make are shaped from who we are. The tale women of many Akaras gathered on the day of my sentencing. Death was not punishment enough for my crime. They enacted the ritual, but my imprisonment as Jinn would not have been possible without my willful agreement. I accepted. I let it happen because I deserved it. I have no idea how long I was trapped there, but it was as close to eternity as I can possibly imagine. The role of advisor is strictly bound by tradition. I may offer you aid, but only in certain specific ways. Look to me in your times of doubt.
Maybe we'll put the curse there. Control E, that sounds okay.
What happened to the plains of Astiri? The land has changed so much since the time of my imprisonment. There were several desert regions slowly spreading, but it wasn't like this. The Halani gates where I committed my crimes were waterlocks for a river. Now there is nothing but sand and salt flats. How could they have allowed this to happen? Goodbye.
Perhaps here, Balbala, we can both be redeemed.
Let's see, how shit is this?
My time has come.
It's very stupid. They aren't even explaining how this works. A percent of the damage you take from enemies in the trial will be taken from your honor. If your honor reaches 0, then the trial has failed. Find and disable all the crystals. Any crystal still active when your timer expires will damage you.
Wall of flame!
Don't really understand. Am I supposed to kill these monsters or what?
Stand tall.
What?
Relish your mortality.
Wards a large sacred water fountain. Inflicts you with leaking water skin on entry. Lose 20 sacred water when you take damage from the enemy. What am I supposed to do here then?
You will burn!
Man, you can't just do random fucking things. Are you supposed to destroy the gates, or what's going on?
I need more time.
Looks like it. I hate this because it's just dumb. It doesn't make any sense within the context of the game. It's just like, oh, you're gonna play Path of Exile, except the game mode is that you can't take damage now, even though the game is about taking damage. And like most builds are about absorbing damage and not avoiding it. Like, it's just retarded.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm just taking damage from random things all the time. I'm losing honor for no reason. What do you want me to do? I don't even understand what I'm doing right now. Am I just supposed to run through? What is the game mode? What is this? I literally have no clue what I'm doing.
I need more time.
Okay, I missed one back there, so we have to go all the way back and do that. I guess.
Fall before me.
The ritual has been disrupted. An oasis in the desert.
What is sacred water? What is this? I don't understand. Room types are unknown on the trial map. Oh, that sounds awful. Why didn't it just say that? Why didn't it just say that instead of purple smoke? Survive waves of monsters until the timer expires. That's disgusting. I'm just gonna lose all of my honor if you're just gonna swarm me.
Fire take you.
And the thing is, the alternative to this, or at least it's supposed to be, I don't really understand. Because you're supposed to be able to do this, or ultimatum, but it looks like I have to do this. And ultimatum is even worse. Ultimatum is way worse.
Die forgotten.
Swift magnificence.
None of this is fun at all. Like this is so bad it makes me angry. I hate this. Just let me get through. Give me with the easiest thing. Okay, what am I doing? What is the fucking trial? You can't just put me in a room that says nothing. Am I supposed to kill all the monsters? Like, what the fuck is your problem? We just go through. I'm pulling a lever. For some reason. Better give me some good fucking items. No, we're only getting relics for this stupid thing. And the worst thing is that you can fail this in a way that's like, okay, you didn't fail it by failing to play Path of Exile. You failed it because you failed to play this fucking dogshit mode that isn't playing Path of Exile. Fuck, I hate this so much. This is so ass. I would literally just rather do Labyrinth. For the 9 millionth time. Labyrinth is actually better than this. Because it was just playing Path of Exile. Like, what is the problem with playing Path of Exile? Why do I have to play fucking gay-ass indie game? Because that's what this is. This is stupid fucking indie game. I hate indie roguelites. They're the worst fucking genre. And this is an indie roguelite. It is dog shit. I knew this was gonna be ass when I saw the reveal. Just let me through. Just let me get some honor so I don't get failed and have to redo all of this. We did it! $115, that's all? I don't even know how I've taken this much damage. Adrenaline vial. Gain honor when you enter a boss room. So I can only go here. Unknown encounter. Well, whatever. I feel like they've all been unknown so far. Survive waves. This is just trash.
Swift magnificence. Relish your mortality.
Just let me through. Like, you can barely even make it through. No, it's just spawning monsters and everything is too tanky, so you can barely even do this. Like, I'm just losing honor now because, I don't know. Because it's just trash.
Good riddance.
Find and disable all the crystals. Alright. Like, what is the point of this? This is so badly designed. This is such a fucking trash thing. Like, what is the point? We're walking. This is literally fucking 0 out of 10 trash. It would have been better if you just got the Ascendancy. 100% serious. Just remove this. Just give me the Ascendancy point for finishing the boss. Like, that would have been a better thing. This is just horrendous.
Stand tall. A moment of respite.
Absolute trash.
The foe ahead is formidable. Steel yourself.
Did you just steal half of my honor?
Stone Lord, I challenge you.
And now we have to fight a boss with fake mechanics. Oh, he like one-shotted me. Like, what is this? This is fucking horrendous. This is the worst boss they put in the game so far. This is fucking garbage. They put the worst boss in the worst mechanic. Or in the worst... Like, oh my fucking god. This is so bad. And unfortunately, this is going to be something where people are like, wow, I love that. I love that. I love this mechanic. I love that. That was so cool. Are you fucking serious? Like, are you 100% serious right now? Do I have to do this to ascend? I'm just gonna come back when I'm like level 30. Because this is fucking atrocious. Yeah, fuck this. I would rather not ascend than do this. This is fucking garbage. Alright. I made a thread that I'm never gonna open again because there's gonna be like 6 million absolute retards defending this bullshit. But no, this is unacceptably bad. I don't want that. Absolutely fucking garbage.
Young one.
Very, 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 very unhappy with that.
Young one.
Just put that there. Are you fucking kidding me? I have to have it in my inventory. Alright, let's go and over level. I don't even know if leveling matters for it, but it seems to.
Yes, the Horn of the Vestiri. I know
Oh,
that.
what fucking trash.
The ancient city of Keth, the Badlands, and the Valley of the Titans. We can retrace Orbala's steps in any order. For glory.
Level 22. What do we get there? 21, 21, 17. But we done those. Doesn't really seem to matter where we go first there.
My Akhara are permitted here, but I should not linger. Fire, thank you!
Oh no, sorry. I took a little bit of damage there, so now I'm gonna permanently die because I don't have life regen. Because I'm playing a stupid fucking roguelite. Stop.
Not yet. Not yet. Back, creature.
Those are some tornadoes. That's a lot of gigantic skeletons. They're making a third trial now as well. I bet it's gonna be some absolute retarded bullshit as well. Like they're gonna bring back the Talamoana auto battler, and they're gonna be like, yeah, this is a good idea. Yeah, this league was amazing. It wasn't like everybody hated it.
Not yet. Didn't break a sweat. I need more time.
Level up and get more armor. Not that it matters. So we're just gonna lose honor points when we get hit.
You are nothing.
I love how Dark Souls fans are always like, this game isn't at all like Dark Souls about every single game. Despite Dark Souls being like literally one thing. Dark Souls is literally just a trial and error design pattern. There's nothing else to it. That's what Dark Souls is. Dark Souls like means there's trial and error. And you have to go in and learn the boss pattern. Holy shit, I'm in such a bad mood right now. Dude, fuck that fucking trial. What fucking garbage. So stupid.
Not yet. Die, scum.
Well, that explains why this guy was so fucking tanky. There's still rare here.
Die, forgotten.
We got a unique. Oh shit, that was close. We almost lost that unique. Aged cuffs.
A storied artifact.
And it is garbage. Because it's a Path of Exile unique.
Strange creation.
The reality is, though, that we kind of need to go get more damage nodes, because I am lacking in damage nodes. Like, I pretty much just have this. It's not much. There are very few, though. I should refund these 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we get some. Oh, that's not good. Those are bad nodes. Spell damage. Should we just go back down here? This is one small node. Here, it's baiting me with increased fire damage there. It's almost worth taking, to be honest. And it's just a small node. Or do we just tough it out and take this, and then we go and grab it? Because I feel like there's no damage really anywhere close except for this, and I don't want to take this node. It's just not particularly good. I could just take it temporarily, I guess. But we need to get like over here. Or down there. Or here. Here. This is also interesting, but not that interesting. Because this 36% increased damage if you've dealt a critical hit in the past 8 seconds. This is kind of the same node, but it's worse. But I would also have to travel all over there, which I do intend to do. I do mean to go here and take these. This one is good if you've ignited recently, which means I cast Flame Wall. That's a lot of skellies. They should put Blight as the third trial. That would like Blight, or like I said, the auto battler. That would be the 2 worst things that they could put there, and that seems to be the theme they're going for. I'm gonna maul about this all night, by the way. So fucking dumb.
Deceive me?
I don't know, do they? Hi, bitch. Oh, computer crashed.